Hi guys, it's me, Silvanici, and welcome back to another vlog. So in this one, we're gonna do a really cute live drawing session with Art Hang Party, and then I'm gonna make a model kit and also show you guys really new, exciting thing that I got. I got a new camera, but it's actually not the one I'm filming this intro with, and we'll have to get into that in a future video. But thanks for clicking on my video, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get into it. Okay, so first things first is Art Hang Party. So this session was so fun. We kind of came up with this idea while we were chatting during the stream planning for Art Hang Party Tober, and one of the suggestions to draw was plushies, and I had said, wouldn't it be so fun if we all submitted pictures of our childhood plushies and drew them for a session? And we did, and it was so fun. It was literally the cutest and most amazing art hang party ever. I had so much fun, and my partner was drawing alongside me. He doesn't do every session, but we enjoy doing them together sometimes, and this was a really fun one to do together. So yeah, I just used my oil pastels for this, and we had 3 minutes for each reference, and this second one I was doing was kind of a little 2-in-1, since there was a big frog and then a little Beanie Baby horse sitting on his lap, and these are so cute. I wanted to write down all the plushies' names, and I meant to go back and fill out the ones that I hadn't written down during the session. I was going to fill them out later on, but I forgot. But these two were just so cute, and you can see I have my little guy sitting on my lap. So this, the plushie you can see on my lap is named Lammy, and he's been my favorite for as long as I can remember. He came out in 2003, I think, so I'm pretty sure I must have gotten him that year, because I know I had already had him for quite a while by the time I moved out of the town that I was born in, which was when I was 6, so it would make sense if I got him when I was 5, which I would have been in 2003. He probably came out in the around the spring to go along with Easter. And yeah, he's not a very common Beanie Baby. I do have a second one of him that's brand new with the tag that I was lucky enough to find at a garage sale, sold by a guy who'd been collecting Beanie Babies. So that's the only time I've ever found him in the wild. And trust me, I have seen a lot of Beanie Babies in the wild because my best friend and I used to go thrifting together every single day, because we were running an Etsy shop together selling vintage clothing and other vintage things like plushies and home goods like mugs. Anyway, that little monkey turned out so cute. And then this one was a Shiba Inu plush, and I had kind of made the proportions of his face a little off, and I tried to hastily fix it within the 3-minute time frame, and then I smudged his eyes a little bit because his eyes were so close to the area that I was trying to fix. So this one didn't turn out perfect, but he's still pretty cute. And then here's my drawing of Lammy, which is really hard to see because I just drew him with white oil pastel on the white paper, but I've drawn him a million times. My very earliest memory of drawing was drawing this little guy, and he was the star of the show, to be honest. I mean, everyone's plushies were cute. Everyone was loving everyone's plushies, but everyone was loving Lammy so much. It made me so happy. And I loved this one that that ended up right next to Lammy. I think her name was Spot or Dot, but she's a ladybug, but she was so well loved that all of her spots had worn off, which makes me so happy. I love seeing a well-loved plushie. Plushies are just like one of my absolute favorite things in the world. They just bring me so much joy, and they always have. This one was a plushie of Alf. I don't even know what he's from. I know he's from the 80s. But like, is he from a show? Is he from a comic? Who is Alf? I don't know. But I was happy to draw him regardless. And this one is Candy, which is Melissa Martin's plushie. So let me take a moment to just say how much I appreciate Melissa Martin for building this art hang party community. And she's such a sweetheart and so welcoming to new people in the community. I've been drawing with Art Hang Party for like at least 2 years now. And yeah, Melissa's great. I love her. And this little sweetie pie, I just drew with pencil because I wasn't feeling confident because I don't have like any experience drawing children. But I love how this turned out. This is made by Reb's son. Reb is also such a sweetie. So Reb or Melissa, if you're watching this, I appreciate you. And then here was a cute little kitty. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope you guys can't hear the floorboards above me squeaking from the little girl who lives upstairs. It seems to be her hobby around like 10 p.m. every night to just run back and forth around the living room. So hopefully my mic didn't pick that up. Anyway, here is Hank. This is a little handmade crocheted plushie strawberry. He kind of looks like one of those woobles, like the crochet kits. But I don't think he is one of those. I think he was like drafted by the person who made this, and he's so cute. Really fun to draw. And I switched to fountain pen for a couple of these guys, just because I wanted to put more detail in this than I could achieve with oil pastel in this limited time frame. But I think he's just a really big plushie, and the hand on his shoulder was actually just the person who owned him, but it looked like just a like spooky little Halloween severed hand on his shoulder. So that's how I drew it. And I wasn't the only one who saw it like that. I think some other people also drew him like that. Oh, and this was one of my favorites of the session. I think he turned out so cute. This is sped up really fast because, it's over an hour of drawing, and I'm not sure if everyone has the patience to watch that in real time, but you guys should have seen how frantically I was smudging these oil pastels to try to color spaces in. But yeah, I love how this one turned out with the little flowers and everything. And I think this is the last spread that we're on right now, if I remember correctly. This was another twofer, which was really, really cute and fun to draw. Just a little puppy sitting on the lap of a big teddy bear. And I think this puppy might be a Jellycat plushie just based off of how he looks. I'm not sure. I don't know all the Jellycat plushies by memory. And then this was a big octopus named Comet. And I was so thankful that literally it was just this morning. I think I cut off my last vlog right after I had bought them, or just the morning before the session, I had bought the light purple and light pink and a light yellow and a darker gray. And I'm so glad I had them for this because I definitely would not have had time to like blend in my darker purple with my white like I used to do. And then this very last guy was this really silly monkey with like a plastic face named Zip that belongs to Debbie Draws Funny. And here's Lammy just appreciating all of everyone's artwork. It was so amazing to see so many people draw my beautiful Lammy. So I printed out everyone's pictures and I put them in my journal. I guess I didn't print out my own, but that's okay. I've drawn Lammy a million times. But there was just it was so cool seeing so many people draw Lammy. I'm sorry, I forgot to write one of the names down, so I added that here on the screen. But thank you to everyone who drew Lammy. I hope you're okay with me putting him in my journal. And then here's a better look at all of my drawings. Since I was kind of rushing through this, I didn't have time to give you guys a good look at the finished drawings as I was completing them. But I am just so happy with how these all turned out. I think they're so cute, and wasn't really planning out the spreads or anything. I was just doing them as they came up, and these all like turned into very cohesive spreads. Well, maybe not this one so much, but I think Candy would be friends with Elf. Let me know what you think, Melissa. So yeah, if you have not tried Art Hang Party, you need to. Let me see if I can quote Melissa. Art Hang Party is an hour-ish long drawing session, or it's full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun. That's what I remember, but it's just such a great community and a really great way to fill up your sketchbook. I always am like very surprisingly happy with how my Art Hang Party spreads turned out. And like I've mentioned in some other vlogs, I've gotten into reading a lot this summer, and I have just been tearing through the books by Diana Wynne Jones specifically. She's just the best. And I think I ordered 4 books at once, but they kind of just ship them out like as they have them. So I ended up just getting 2 in this package. I just finished reading this one, Unexpected Magic. It's a collection of short stories, and they're not all like the best ever, but there's some really good ones in there. I mean, they're all entertaining. There's not one that's like bad. But there's some that I really wish were like full-fledged novels because they're so good. And then I'm actually reading this one right now as I am editing this video. This is the sequel to The Dark Lord of Dirkholm, which they sent the sequel before they sent the first one. But I'm reading this one right now, and it's so fun. And The Dark Lord of Dirkholm is so good. I would highly recommend that. And yeah, thrift books is where I get most of my books. These were all under $10. And next little activity here is making a model kit. So my partner is really into model kits, specifically Gundam, but we have quite a few of these little Pokemon ones around the house. This is the second one that I made, but yeah, he came home with this as a surprise when he stopped and got it on his way home from work one day, and that's so sweet. He knows I love fairy types and psychic types, and this one was perfect for me and was really fun to make. So I'll just take you guys along with me while I'm making this one. So this had, I think, 5 runners and had 2 different options for the stickers on the eyes. And yeah, these Pokemon model kits are really cute and fun and very beginner friendly because you can just break out all the pieces with your hands. You don't need to have the special little snippers like my boyfriend uses for his Gundams, and you don't have to sand down any nub marks or anything like that. So these first couple pieces are really small, so kind of difficult to see, but I did my best to show you guys what I was doing. But this part became like the chest piece, and then there's a little ball joint for the neck, and there's also ball joints for the legs, which I was not expecting them to have such a great range of motion, and they're such silly little like stick thin legs. But I've been loving having this gardevoir on my desk. I was so confused at first by these little skirt pieces, like what was going on with them, but once I connected the green to the white, then it started to make sense. And yeah, here's the bottom half all done, and then attaching the little torso, and now she mostly has a body. And then something else really cool about this set is that there's two different arms, two different like options for the arms. Well, there's two different like top half of the arms, and then there's two different hands. So you can combine them in a couple different ways to make her do a lot of different poses. And then I did end up going with the like open eye option just because I think that's more interesting, but it is cool that she has the option to have her eyes closed with the other set of stickers, but that other set of stickers will just go in my journal. And now I'm popping her head on, so she's all done. And here is the finished product. And then I showed you guys the two different arm options for her as well. And she's so pretty and such a nice little figurine for like really cheap too. I think this set was like between like $10 and $15. Anyway, we were at the farmer's market there, and then here is a new digital camera that I got in the mail. So this is a Canon PowerShot A80, I think it was called, from 2003. And I was really interested in this one because it has that little flip out screen, so you can turn that around and see what you're doing when you're like filming yourself. And then I have these beautiful puffy stickers from my beautiful friend Sam, and of course I'm gonna put my beloved old man Tama in on the front here. I've been saving those puffy stickers for the right thing, and this was definitely it. And then these Hello Kitty stickers I got from Target around Valentine's Day this year. They are so cute, and they have a clear background. Not the best quality though, because the paint has already started chipping. And then this sticker sheet is from my friend Autumn, Archu, Blanco. I've been saving this sticker for a while. It says, "I heart trinkets," because it's so perfect for me, but this felt like the perfect place to use it. And these I got with some chocolates from the Asian market closest to my house, and they're so cute. And then apparently there's another design underneath the stickers, so that's cool, but not going to see that for a while, since I'll probably be hoarding those stickers for quite a while before I use up the whole sheet. And these Hello Kitty stickers are also really hard to get off the page. And please disregard how dirty my nails look here. It's just because I had just taken off the yellow polish, because I needed to redo it. But that fit perfectly on the little fold out screen. I love that so much. And then here's some more puffy stickers. These were from the Peeps collab that Sanrio did. That was at Walmart earlier this year. And then I put a little puffy Karopi there. there he is. Except I actually ended up picking him up and moving him later because he wasn't like in the same direction as the other stickers that I had put on there. These are more stickers from my friend Autumn, and this whole page is so good. I ended up with 2 of these sticker sheets because the first one had like gotten lost in the mail, or I thought it had, or I'm not sure. Maybe Autumn just sent them to me twice on accident, but either way, so happy to have 2 of these. They are like little square icons, so I trimmed down some of the excess to just have this little cowboy guy. He's so cute. I wish I had 10 stickers of him. I love him. These are more stickers from Autumn. I love my stickers from Autumn. I have many of them because I've been subscribed to her Patreon for like maybe a year and a half at this point. And yeah, I just had to go through my stickers and try to find little tiny ones that would fit on the tiny little spaces that I have available on this camera. This page is so great, with a bunch of Tamagotchis. This was from the like build your own Tamagotchi set, and was so hard to choose which one, but Ichigotchi is one of my absolute faves, so I used her. And that completes the little fold-out screen. But I think we still need a couple more stickers to finish this up, like a little hidden guy on the little area that is usually covered up by the fold-out screen. And I love these stickers so much. I don't think I've used any of them yet because I just love looking at the full sheet. But it was this beautiful Kirby's Time to Shine here. He fits perfectly in this spot and looks so cute. And then one more little puppy sticker to go on the side here. Love this little sperm guy. I don't remember his name, but I love him. These also were with candy that I got at Asia Mall in Minneapolis, or I think technically in Eden Prairie, but right outside Minneapolis. Either way, these are really nice stickers. I love the Jigglypuff so much. I'm not sure when I'll actually use it because I love it so much. And I love these Stardew stickers. I mean, I just love all my stickers. I don't have any stickers I don't love in my collection, so you're going to hear me say I love these stickers a lot. But he was the perfect little size to go right here. Little blue chicken. These ones were just from Five Below. Sandy Lion stickers. And that will complete this. But yeah, I took that Keroppi and I turned him around. But here is the finished camera. Little GIF I made for my Tumblr. But yeah, that is my super cute new digicam. Okay, so that's going to wrap up this vlog. So thank you so much for sticking with me. And thank you for watching. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.